Xfinity is breaking the gig barrier with Wi-Fi speeds over a gig. It's more than enough speed to power all your devices. Introducing Gig Wi-Fi, new from Xfinity. Go online, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply.
Let's take a preview of the Titans, Chiefs, Falcons, Rams betting picks for this Saturday, brought to you by OffshoreInsiders.com. Remember, the free picks and the trends are sponsored by MyBookie.ag. Promo code for the maximum bonus is Duffy, D-U-F-F-Y. Look, I always recommend all my clients that you should have several quality sports books where you can shop around for the best line, and there's literally no reason whatsoever why MyBookie would not be part of that. MyBookie, they pay on time, they are trusted by everybody, some of the biggest players in the world use them. They have very sharp lines, so you can compare them sometimes to some of the other sports books that have the soft lines. Always you should have MyBookie.ag as one of the sports books that you shop around for the best line for. Use the promo code Duffy, D-U-F-F-Y, and they will give you the maximum bonus that they've got going on at that time. MyBookie.ag, promo code is Duffy. Joe Duffy's picks with all 4 NFL sides this weekend. Wise Guy plays Saturday and Sunday, included National Championship College Football side and total. And it's all at OffshoreInsiders.com. Now, let's take a look at some news and notes for this weekend's games. We will take a look at the Titans versus the Chiefs. The home team, and by the way, Kansas City is laying 8.5 with a total of 44.5 at mybookie.ag. The home team is 10-5, excluding pushes in the Titans game. All records are against the spread, unless we otherwise note. Titans have gone under 9-5 on grass. Chiefs are 10-6 against the spread, including 6-2 at home, covering 4 straight. Kansas City gets 6.3 yards per play, giving up just 5.8, while the Titans have a mere 5.4 to 5.2 ratio. Now, playoff favorites on a 4-game straight up and against the spread winning streak, though, are only 6-13 against the spread, though 3-0 lately. Now, that would apply to Kansas City. We really do, essentially, momentum is a little bit overrated heading into the postseason. We have a couple angles that say momentum is good, some other angles that say it doesn't really mean much. So keep in mind here, kind of conflicting that lately, hot teams have done very well in the playoffs, but not so much long term. Temperature is at 25 degrees. Looks like Titans running back DeMarco Murray probably isn't going to play. 659 yards rushing on 3.6 yards per carry. Derrick Henry will get to carry the load. 744 yards rushing on 4.2 yards per carry. Now, as far as the total is concerned, both of these teams are vulnerable to the big play. And in fact, if this game's kind of low scoring throughout, I wouldn't be surprised to see both offenses open it up more. And, as I said, you could see some points in a hurry here. I actually look for kind of a funky game where we're going to have some low-scoring quarters and some pretty high-scoring quarters. Now, Titans quarterback Marcus Mariota clearly has regressed. A small, though not across-the-board consensus on the Chiefs. Now, keep in mind what we do say is, we know the public definitely prefers to bet favorites. The exception, though, and this is really in all sports, once you get to the postseason, especially get deeper into the postseason, all of a sudden the public still does start liking underdogs. So here, for those of you who kind of like to weigh the public consensus, in other words, some people would think that a 70% of people betting on like a 5-point favorite is equivalent to about 50% of the people betting on, say, a 3-point underdog. But not so much when it comes to the playoffs. You almost have a fairly pure consensus or fairly pure percentage. But right here, it's not shockingly, that's why it's very much split. Now let's get to some ATS trends on this game, brought to you by MyBookie.ag using the promo code Duffy, D-U-F-F-Y. Titans 6-1 against teams with a winning record. They've dropped 20 out of 28 on the road, 14-38 versus the AFC. Kansas City has dropped 8 of 9 playoff games, but they are 8-2 following a spread win. As far as some series trends, the road team has covered 7 out of 8. Over-under trends, the over has gone over 6 of 7. The Titans, after allowing less than 250 total yards in their previous game. Tennessee is going over 20-8 after allowing less than 150 yards passing in their last game. And KC has gone under 7 of 9 Saturday contest. Let's take a look at your next game, the Falcons and the Rams. Rams laying 5.5, total 48.5. Though 5-3 straight up on the road, Falcons are 2-6 against the spread on the highway, going under overall 11-5. Road team is 12-4 straight up in the Rams games. Only second time in our database that the road team in a playoff game has an above 500 away winning percentage, and the home team is below 500 winning percentage. The home team won and covered the only previous time this happened, so that very, very limited would actually say the Rams. Playoff teams off a double-digit loss. They were 8-19-1. That would say to fade the Rams. First playoff game in the LA Coliseum since 1994. So expect kind of a playoff, obviously a playoff atmosphere, but a very raucous atmosphere. Atlanta, 6 straight weeks, they've allowed 23 points or less. They're trending on the right side as far as the defense is concerned. Falcons, remember, they were some play calling away from winning the Super Bowl versus a quarterback with one good year under his belt. So a lot of people would tell you, look, if Atlanta had actually had some better play calling last year, or they make that field goal late and they win the Super Bowl, they would probably be only a 3-point underdog here. However, the Falcons are traveling 1,933 miles, really tough situation. Remember, the Falcons essentially won a playoff game last week. It was a play-in game while the Rams essentially had a bye last week where they rested everybody. Now, playoff teams off of a loss are 26-33. Not too good, but almost a coin flip, 17-18 as home favorites. Now, splits say the Falcons are better on the road than the Rams at home. But when road teams' away winning percentage is at least 10 points higher than the home team's home winning percentage, the home team is 8-5-1 against the spread, including 5-0-1 since the 2008 season. Almost dead even in public betting again. Again, there's no real advantage as far as the public consensus is. Now let's take a look at some trends sponsored by mybookie.ag using that promo code of Duffy. Again, all records are against the spread. Atlanta 6-0 after accumulating less than 90 yards rushing in their last game. They're 2-8 after allowing less than 90 yards rushing in their previous game. 1-6 after allowing less than 250 total yards in their last game. Rams are 8-2 following a double-digit loss at home. 4-10 at home. Some series trends. The favorite is covered 13 of 16. As far as the over-unders are concerned, the series is going over 16-5. Rams over 8-1 following an ATS loss, but the Falcons under 19-6 when playing on grass. As I said, every gambler, and I'm telling you, certainly every professional gambler, every gambler who wins big money, has multiple outs when it comes to sports books. And quite frankly, we've got the ones listed on offshoreinsiders.com, the ones that I use and that definitely pay. And one of them is mybookie.ag with a nice promo code of Duffy, Duffy, big sign-up bonus if you enter that promo code. Also, please like, share, comment, embed, retweet, and visit offshoreinsiders.com for the best handicappers and vetted sportsbooks.
You heard that safe drivers get rewarded with Snapshot from Progressive, so you went online to check it out. But then you saw an ad for a vintage baseball cap, and now you find yourself checking the stats of that team's second baseman in '97, wondering why his stolen base total dropped after his rookie season. Wonder how much his rookie card is worth. Yes, they said it was easy to save money with Snapshot from Progressive, but they forgot about the rest of the internet. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California, North Carolina, or from all agents.